Premier Christy Clark has outlined her government's spring agenda in a statement that usually comes on the floor of the Legislature, but instead today it came from a studio at the radio station where Clark used to work. The Premier, who is facing grim new poll numbers, particularly on Vancouver Island, says she is speaking directly to the people. But as CTV's Andrew Johnson shows us, we may not be hearing anything new.
Jolly good day.
Good morning, everybody.
The day before her return to the Legislature, Christy Clark arrives at CKNW to remind us what her BC Jobs plan is all about.
We are fighting for the economic future of British Columbia and trying to make sure that families can look forward to a stable future.
The Premier has been criticized for choosing the radio station where she used to work to outline her goals for the spring session. But for those who were concerned she'd only be thrown softballs to hit out of the park, here's a change-up.
We're looking at the polls, and some of them are very encouraging. Some of them are not very encouraging. But we're a year and a half out from an election.
We haven't had an encouraging poll for quite some time.
The latest certainly won't be her favorite. An Ipsos Reid poll suggesting the NDP holds a 12-point lead over the Liberals. On Vancouver Island, it gets worse for Clark. The Liberals trail by 29 points.
And it's going to create up to 11,000 new jobs.
But the Premier is staying the course, reminding us today about the jobs that will be created through shipbuilding and liquefied natural gas, her commitment to reduce the deficit, and she insists the Liberals are doing everything they can to ditch the HST.
If I could snap my fingers and get rid of the HST tomorrow, I would do it, because we want to make this transition happen as fast as I possibly can.
This suggestion that this is a new government, it's not.
While Clark was at the mic in Vancouver, NDP leader Adrian Dix was listening in Victoria and offers an early review.
What we saw, I think, this morning is a continuation of the Premier's pattern, which is to take credit for things the government didn't do and avoid responsibility for the things that they did.
Dix says there's a shortfall in trades training and the government should be working to control prescription drug costs. Clark did hint at a new seniors agenda during her 90 minutes on the air, a radio appearance Dix found disrespectful in lieu of a throne speech in the Legislature.
And I understand that it's stuffy and there are rules, but that's what we get elected to do. We get elected to represent people in the Legislature.
And that is where they can discuss the matter face-to-face tomorrow on the first day of the spring session.
Andrew Johnson joins us now live with more. Andrew, the Premier made some comments today that don't offer an optimistic outlook, particularly for the teachers who are listening.
No, Hudson. Christy Clark says her priority is to focus resources on students in classrooms, not the 15% wage hike the teachers union is asking for. Today, Clark said the government will pump $165 million into classrooms to hire new teaching assistants to help teachers do their jobs. That announcement, however, is not entirely new. It was mentioned in a fall proposal. One more thing, Hudson. Clark has also hinted there may be some interim relief coming soon with regard to the HST, perhaps in the budget to be tabled next week.
All right. Well, it all begins again tomorrow. Thank you, Andrew.
You're welcome.